So guys, after I was done joining the flay and adding the zip at the back, this is the final outlook of this beautiful dress. As you can see how beautiful this really came out. The flay is massive and the upper part also is beautiful and neat. So guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video like this, you can get notified. As you can see, the gown has a detachable band that you can tie around the waist like this. So if you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're my old subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video. So guys, let's get started with the main tutorial. So I have about 6 years of material African print that I'm using for this tutorial. As you can see the way I am folding my cloth, so we are starting from the flay part of this dress. So the total length of this dress is 60, then the upper part is 16 inches. So when you remove 16 inches from 60, we'll be left with 44. So I'm folding my flay now at least 45 inches long, okay, or 45.5 inches long. This is 360-degree round flay. It's a very big flay, okay. So you don't need, with this method, you don't need to calculate any round circumferences. So once you know your round waist, you can just mark it from here, like what I'm about to do now. My round waist is 38. 30 divided by 4 supposed to be 9, right? So I'm just marking 10 because I'm going to have a little pleat around it, around the dart, just to style it up. So from here now, I'm going to be measuring my 45 inches or 45.5 inches. I'm going to be measuring it, okay. Just watch me to see how I'm going to be cutting this flay, and it's going to be very easy for you to understand. So I'm marking as I'm measuring. I'm marking as I'm measuring. Sorry, my table is not that big, and I'm sure you'll still be able to get what I'm doing now. So now that I've gotten the length of my flay, so I'm going to cut it out now. So as you can see, I'm done cutting. So because it's an African print, it must have a joint. There is no how you're going to do it. So I'm going to measure the length that I'm going to be adding to it. So we are going to be adding about 15 inches, but before that I'm taking away the savage so that after joining it will not show at all, okay. So we are cutting, the length is 14 inches, but we are cutting about 15 inches. So just see how I am placing the fabric on it. So I fold my fabric in a slant way, then that is from the slant part that I cut from the bigger flay. So I fold around that side, okay, so that I'll not waste much of my material. So I place it like this in order to complete the length of the flay. So now I will have to trim the savage of the joining also. I'm setting it to make sure that everything is well aligned. So now that I've gotten it well arranged, I'm going to be holding it down with my office pen. Just holding it down. I'll make sure that it will not be shifting when I'm taking the second measurement for it. So now I'm going to be remeasuring my 45.5 inches again, all the way again. I'm sure you are getting this now. So I'm just going to cut it out now. So our flay is ready. It's finally ready, and it's a very massive one. So now I'm going to set this aside. I'll join it later. I'm going to set this aside now so that we can cut the upper body of this dress. So the length from the shoulder to the waist is 16 inches. So here now I'm measuring 17.5 inches. So I'm going to trim it well. So I'm going to be setting one aside for the back piece, then one for the front piece. Though I'm going to be trimming one, so that one is going to serve as my front piece, then one will serve as the back. So I'm reducing this. So this one now is going to serve as my front piece. So let's check how the neckline look like. The neckline is very deep, but my client and all this one did not want a deep neckline, so it's just going to be a normal V neckline. Okay, so let's get started with the neckline now. That's 3.5 and at least 6 inches deep. Then the back is 2 inches deep. So I'm checking the shoulder is 8. So from here I'm just going to draw out my armhole just like this. Though I'm going to be trimming the front piece around the chest line, because the chest is not always as wide as the shoulder. So right now my round was divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Then the round waist also divided by 4 plus 2 inches. So I just make a little curve to give it small shape. Then this is going to be my dart space, so I'm just going to cut it out now. It's very simple. So I'm going to be cutting the lining exactly the way I cut this. So we are proceeding to the cutting of the sleeve now. So as you can see, the sleeve is more like a bell sleeve, so that is what we are going to be cutting now. So I'm cutting the two sleeves together at the same time, so I have folded this into 4. So the sleeve is not going to carry lining, so I'm just going to fold the savage like this. So I'm going to be holding it down with my office pin. So the length of the sleeve is 16. Then I'm going to be marking 17. So I'm connecting the line together. It's a very simple sleeve. So from here now I'm just going to make a curve for my armhole. So I confirm the armhole. Then around the sleeve, around the elbow here, the round sleeve is 7, then I measure 8.5. so from there I connect straight down to the tips of the sleeve. Then I still connect to the armhole, so we've gotten it like this. So I'm just going to cut it out. So this is the cutting bias that I'll be using for it. So I'll go ahead now, I'll cut the lining. As you can see, I'm done cutting the lining just exactly the way I cut the main fabric, and that is the sleeve. So this is the flay. It's sewing time now, sewing time. I'll go ahead, I'll go and use the flay to turn the back. And before I'll do that, let me quickly show you how we're going to be doing the front part. So that is our detachable belt. So you can see it has a detachable belt, so that is it. So I've cut in my black pieces. So it's 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches wide. When you open, it's 3 inches. So this is how I merge it together. So I'm going to join it like this. Then before I place, as you can see, let me show you very well. I merge it together like this. I'm just going to gently stitch it down. Then I'll turn it like this. Okay, I'll turn it like this. Then I'll place my cutting bias on top of it. So I'll take it to my machine now. So I'll do the same thing to the other side. Then this other two is for the sleeve. So I'm going to take it to my machine now. I'll go and be doing all that. Once I'm done, I'm going to I'll come back to show you how it look and the next thing to do. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm done joining all the black material across the sleeve and the main body of the dress also. So now I'll take it to my machine. I'll go and place the cutting bias on top of it like this. So this is the back. I've already done and hold the dart. Then this is the front. As you can see, I've just joined an iron. Okay, and I'm going to be holding my dart within the dart space that I mark. So I'll go ahead to my machine now. I'll place the bias on top of it like this. So I'll do the same thing to the other side, then I'll come and show you the next thing to do. And this is our flay. I've already stitched the joining part of it. So you can see how beautiful it came out. It's very massive, and this is the join line, and it's not even showing. It's not showing at all. So I'll go ahead now. I'll go and do all that. So as you can see, I've already turned the lining of the back piece. This is it. This is what I was saying. This is it. I've reduced the chest line, as you can see. So I'll go ahead now. I'll shape this side. I'll join the sleeve. So our dress is coming to an end. Then I'll join the flay. So I'm just going to join the flay. I'll add the zip. This is how I'm going to be joining the flay, so that the opening part will be aligned with the opening at the back. I'm sure you understand this before we add our zip. So I think this is all the thing I'll need to do before we complete the dress. Alright guys, as you can see, it's finally ready. This is final look of this dress. As you can see how beautiful it came out. So this is how I always keep it simple and understandable here. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Like, share and comment. Like, share and comment for your girl, please. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye for now.